How about that? It's Dirty Thursday with the Bullring Boys on Grand Forks' best source. I tell you what, the applause is going to be going here for a while because it's also St. Patrick's Day.
Yay!
And after over 3,000 plus shows, Grand Forks' best source's second anniversary today.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But there's more. There's more.
Oh, wait, there's
on
more.
On the show today from River City Speedway, Darren Evavold and Brad Seng.
Yeah.
And Chad Hoff.
Booze. Where's the boo?
There we go.
Oh, the boo one.
Okay, and Chad Hoff.
Anyway. You gotta have comedic relief every now and then.
We're doing track schedules around the area. Of course, we're going to be talking with Brad and Darren about River City Speedway tonight. Your show brought to you by Northwest Tire in Grand Forks. They need to hire a tire technician, all right? Now, if you're not afraid to show up for work on time, not that hard to do. And work while you're there, not that hard to do. This job might be for you. No prior work experience is necessary. Northwest Tire, they'll even train the right people. Great benefit package, PTO, health insurance, 401k, and more. Pay will depend on experience, but if you want to find out something about this, stop into Northwest Tire on Gateway Drive, or you can call Chad at 701-780-8473, or apply online at nwtire.com. Well, before we get too much further into the show, time now for our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Why do people wear shamrocks on St. Patty's Day? Why do people wear shamrocks on St. Patty's Day? Well, regular rocks are just too damn heavy. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, how about this? Got a great recipe.
You see these other kids, they didn't even smile. These other two.
I know, they're like, oh.
Yeah, whatever.
Got a great recipe for St. Patty's Day, Irish stew. You get some meat, potatoes, onions, peas, spinach, and lots of Guinness. You drink all the beer and you forget about the damn stew.
Well, you got to cram at the bottom of the barrel just to make sure you had some good Irish jokes today.
It was tough to find.
I'll give you credit to do the work.
All the ones were way too dirty. I just didn't dare you. This is a family-oriented show.
Well, yeah, that's true.
As we tip a bush latte.
Yeah. 2 years, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And thanks to the guys across the hall, brought us a really cool, Integrity Fundraisers brought us a really cool neon light for the front window. So thank you guys for bringing that in.
That's awesome.
And off to my left, let's get this gig going here.
Yeah, I'm not wearing green. Sorry.
You got pinched.
Producer Paul already got me.
Yeah. You got pinched.
Yeah.
First off to my left, Brad Seng, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. How's the winter treating you?
You know what? It's been long enough, and I always look forward to the high school winter sports because racing's right around the corner.
Yep. Speaking of that, you still in the record books for high school hockey in North Dakota? I believe you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
And okay, most goals, fastest goals, what was it?
I had 5 in a period and 8 in a game.
Jeepers, in a state hockey tournament.
Yeah.
That's unreal. That's worth that.
Either it's unreal or the other team just wasn't that good.
Right.
I know when you get to the state B boys state tournament, then you know we're right there.
Yeah.
And right on the corner.
Yeah.
Just as long as everything melts okay. Mm-hmm. But races start in April in some places. So.
No, I know. And my yard is already underwater.
Is it?
Most of it, yeah. I started digging out pumps and hoses and stuff last night.
Man.
We'll see. Directly across from me, of course, is Darren Evavold. How are you today?
I'm doing great, John. Thanks for having me.
Good. I like the glasses. I really do.
Thank you.
And as far as your winter is going, I know your youngest now, a senior.
Yeah, she's a senior. She's graduating.
And is she done with sports now?
Yep, the Sacred Heart girls lost a couple weeks ago in basketball. So
oh man,
ended the chase. But hey, the Sacred Heart boys are playing Cass Lake Bena.
Yes.
Tomorrow night for the section Class A championship game.
Yeah, and winner of that, I believe, goes to state.
Goes to the state tournament.
And that's at the Ralph Engelstead Arena in Thief River.
In Thief River. They're playing basketball on a sheet of ice.
Yeah.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
They, the mini Ralph, they made it just like the big Ralph, so they can put floors in there and whip them right out right away again. And Isn't it amazing, though, how fast, I mean, when I first got to meet you, your kids were pretty young. It's amazing how fast they grow, isn't it?
It's incredible. And if you're a parent out there, enjoy it while you can, because it goes really fast. And I'm a little melancholy, but it's a phase in life where you got to move on, right? All 3 kids will be at University of North Dakota.
Hey, all right.
Their mother works there.
That's
next year,
nice.
so.
Yeah, and I couldn't wait to be an empty nester.
Right.
And then when it hits you, it's like, now what do we do?
Now we got to talk.
Yeah.
We have to eat together.
What are we
have
going to talk about? Yeah. My goodness.
Oh, man, it goes by really fast. By the way, any questions or comments if you have for Darren or Brad or Chad or myself, 701-213-0863. We already got some people chirping in. Brian, hi, boys. Jason Berg, good morning. Looking forward to conquering my Bullring curse in 2022. Dave Adams watching. Kevin Pappenfuss. Hey, Mrs. Hoff is watching.
My wife? Awesome. Thanks, honey.
Carrie Ann Tropgruben is watching. I did want to mention this too. One of our own from the community, Scotty Bosacek, is down at Mayo. He's got some issues. They took out, I believe, one of his kidneys. So he's got a recovery coming up, but fingers crossed. We're all praying for you, man. He's a great guy. Used to run the B mods around Grand Forks, River City Speedway. He kind of stepped back a little bit because he's got a youngin' that's racing go-karts now, so he's kind of focusing on that. But we're thinking about you, buddy.
Yeah, prayers, Scotty.
And again, time to dog Linus Mack. We're going to make that just a little part here. Linus was going to come today.
What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. He said he was. He was going to do
Yeah?
everything he could. And I kept telling him, Brad and Darren said, there's no way in hell he'll make it here.
Right.
And he almost took it like a challenge. Yeah. He almost took it like a challenge. And I thought he was going to come, but now he's leaving again tomorrow, and he's got an appointment today. So, Linus, next time.
We'll see you this summer.
Yeah, we'll see you this summer. First off, let's start last year, River City Speedway. Your thoughts on the entire year? I thought it was a pretty dang good year. Of course, you always get your World of Outlaw bad weather luck, but all in all, it was a great season.
Yeah, for the most part, we still were, whether we want to believe it or not, it's just our standards as far as COVID were lifted a little bit, but we still had a COVID year, right?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to get going this year. We're excited for the people that supported us and thankful for the people that supported us last year and hoping like hell right now that the Canadians haven't forgot about us and will come down and share their Friday nights with us.
Well, I see now that Canada actually eased up. Starting April, I think all you have to do is have proof of vaccination.
For now.
Yeah, you don't have to be tested negative within 72 hours. But to get down here, I think you still have to test within 72 hours. But they're starting to ease up a little bit up there. Yeah. Mr. Trudeau and the gang, and hopefully that's going to turn things around. I mean, our numbers, well, now since the Ukraine and gas and our dumbass president, people aren't thinking about COVID anymore. So
Not really.
It just kind of disappeared, I think.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy from Canada that came down to the shop. Yeah, actually, he's a truck driver. He said getting down is a lot easier than going back. So
yeah,
however that works.
Somebody just texted me and said, now be nice to Chad because he had a procedure done yesterday. Normally when you're not here, it's a procedure being done, and now you're here and you had a procedure done.
That's my mom. I had no procedure done. She thinks it's hilarious that every time I'm gone, my dad too thinks it's funny that that John says I had a procedure done. Chad's gone. He had another procedure done. And then my mom will call me like, what procedure? Mom, I'm working. I had nothing done.
We're waiting for you to show up here one day looking like Fabio or something.
Yeah, I showed up with a brace today, but that's no procedure. That's just
Tennis elbow.
I thought he was
tennis
going bowling.
elbow.
Tennis elbow in the wrist.
Tennis elbow in the wrist. I don't know. Katie could probably explain it better than I can.
That's what you kids are calling it nowadays.
Yeah, right.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say anymore.
Yeah, you just shut up. Yeah. It's a family show I thought we were doing here.
Yeah, well, it's our 2-year anniversary.
Hi, Mom, love you.
We're going to get them. Darren Evavold, your thoughts on last year, River City Speedway?
Wow, just to echo what Brad had to say is, we were under a COVID year again, so that was year 2. And we certainly don't want our great Canadian fans to have forgotten about us. So we'll go to work on something to thank them for their support, even though most of it was from a distance. a lot of Canadian listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Tune into this.
Yeah.
So,
And we miss them.
yeah, we do.
That's-
We can't do it without one another. We need every race fan we can get, every sponsor we can get for not only the track but the racers, and we're looking forward to 2022. Let's put this thing in the rearview mirror and be done with it, and let's move on.
Bury it in the backyard.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. I think last year in general was an awesome year. It kind of sucked that rain was kind of a problem child over the fair, but other than that, I thought it was a solid year.
Well, you know, the way I look at it is you bring the fair into town
Yeah.
or you bring the World of Outlaws into town, we're going to get rain.
Gonna get rain.
It just seems like that's the way it is. They should put it in the damn Farmer's Almanac. You know?
based on how hot it was last year during the drought.
Oh, boy.
you know,
Oh,
I
man.
mean, we were thankful for rain. We had to chase that World of Outlaws sprint car race way too many times, huh, Brad?
But as many, and you alluded to this one time, like people think it's like rain all the time, but how many straight years did it get in? I mean, this was the first one in.
That was 26 World of Outlaw sprint car shows without a rain out.
How many?
26.
Wow.
That we've had here.
See,
That we had here, and we fought weather and rain and crazy circumstances, right? But we got in 26 straight scheduled Outlaw shows until
this
last year.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. And of course, the World of Outlaws, they're rolling now. They're already
Yeah.
at like 7, 8 races deep.
Talked to my dad last night, and he's like, I want to go see 2 shows with you this year. I'm like, okay, what shows? Last year, he's never seen the World of Outlaws. So last year, I bought him World of Outlaw tickets, and him and my mom came up, and obviously we got postponed one time, so they came up again, we got postponed again, and then it was in the middle of the week. Well, they're from Glendive, so that's tough. So he goes, I want to see a World of Outlaw race. I said, okay, we'll get you tickets again, no problem. And he goes, I want to see the John Sykes Memorial. I said, well, that starts on Thursday. You gonna come up and hang out with me for 4 days? He's like, we can leave Thursday. So my dad's in his heart, he's racing. He wants his grandson to race go-karts. He asks me all the time, So I'm pumped up for this year for the World of Outlaw stuff to get going. And it's just even more exciting for me that my dad wants to come watch the Johnson's Memorial because he loves late model action too.
Oh,
So-
God. It's probably the favorite time of the year for me. I
it's
love
so
it when
much
the
fun.
John Sykes is in town. Back to the go-kart thing.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the kid maybe rolling in one soon?
Mom and I have talked, and we want him to try one first. So
Yeah, they'll let you go hot lap.
Willie's going to let us hot lap some, and we're going to check it out and see.
Okay.
So there's one for sale in Dickinson that I almost pressed the go button on, but then we're like, we're going to invest too much, and then you're going to get in there, and he's going to pee his pants and not want to do it. So
Yeah.
we're gonna wait and see how he does first. But he showed interest, which is great.
Yeah.
So we'll
good.
see what happens. Like I said, we got one kid, So we were fortunate to have Parker, and he's been awesome. He likes to go to the racetrack. He wants to come with me this year, which is great. So he's going to hang out in the pickup down the pits with us this year and do with Doogie and the pace truck and then he's done Devil's Lake with me, and now he's shown more interest. So it's pretty cool to get him going. So if he's showing interest in stuff, I kind of want to see it through because test everything we can for him.
Sure.
So yeah, go karts are on the radar. So we'll see what happens. I know Jory Berg got his little daughter in one this year.
saw that.
That's all ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Pretty cool that we have such an awesome track here too.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing we're going to look at as well.
And
So-
by the way, Forks Karting Association got the big indoor show this weekend
This
at the Winter
weekend.
Shows building in Crookston, Saturday and Sunday.
Get your
I was going
racing
to try to
fix
go,
in.
but I'm going to go see Elton John.
you got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
well,
got to
we had
watch him
tickets
limp
for
off
last
every
year
now
to-
and then. Yeah, yeah. He's
watch him
so
limp
old.
off.
He's got a cane. He's just walking off.
He's still good.
It's not like we went and watched Kiss and they were just dancing on their high heels. Elton John's way different. He's walking off with a cane after he got off the piano.
Well, I tell you what, Gene Simmons with Kiss can't hardly lift those boots more than about 3 inches off the ground anymore either because he just kind of waddles around a little bit now.
Well, waddling's excitement. Yeah.
Do you think we should talk about racing?
I think we brought these guys in for something today, didn't we?
If you guys were to look, and I'll ask you both of this question, if you were to look at last year, was there a favorite show? I mean, you guys you're bringing different shows in now.
Well, this year's even more epic.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And was there a favorite for you last year?
For me,
Yeah.
I like that street stock tour.
Yeah, yeah.
I've said it every time I come in here. Usually the best race of the night is that street stock. I mean, they're pack racers and
they race good.
it's
And they
it's
took the
fun to
back row
watch
challenge.
and they take the back row challenge. Yes.
Right?
and you get some of those different guys from different areas, right?
Yes.
And we all can read about them, and it's good to see how they stack up against us and how we stack up against them. And
I agree.
It's fun to watch.
And it's even better when they come race that, and then you see them back later that year, not at a stock car tour.
I was going to add that. And some
That's
of these guys
cool.
that haven't made it here before, they come and race this track, and they're like, man, we got to come back here.
Yeah.
You got to do something like this again.
Yeah.
How about you, Darren? Did you have a favorite show of last year, or just kind of they're all
He's
good?
He's thinking.
Yeah, I was thankful that we were able to put on the schedule. Probably should have been done a bit earlier, but when we put together those Wayne Anderson Cup shows for the great Wayne Anderson, right, the godfather of NOSA sprint cars.
Absolutely.
So I don't know that I really had a favorite race, other than I was happy. I was proud of the fact that we were able to put that thing on the schedule, and it'll be year two of those Wayne Anderson Cup shows.
I
And
think
once we look at the schedule, there's a nice little treat for sprint car fans here in July. So all in all, I think what we try to do is do what we do best, and that's to try to build great race programs and entertain the race community in the greater Grand Forks area and parts unknown, because that's what we're known for.
I think if you look at entertainment as a whole, we got it right here. I mean, we've bringing shows that last year was pretty aggressive. You guys set out was pretty aggressive. I think the Wayne Anderson one was awesome. I think you try to get too emotional at the racetrack sometimes, but when we raised the Wayne Anderson flag, the one you guys got, and then each racer got one, each winner got one, that's pretty cool. I mean, when we got to raise that flag up and now it sits in the infield, a brand new Wayne Anderson flag is pretty neat to know that the NOSA sprint car started right here in Grand Forks at this track.
Yeah.
I mean, and now they're going everywhere.
Yeah.
Now they're traveling more. They're doing things. But what started it was right here with Wayne Anderson. So it's pretty cool to have that. And to elude off what Brad said, so we have stock cars against our guys, guys that come out against our guys. We're doing something with sprint cars this year now that bringing into the face of NOSA guys. Talk about that, guys.
Well, this has been a conversation we've had for a number of years, probably 6 to 8 years, with Steve Sinclair with the IRA sprint cars, and they're primarily based out of the Milwaukee area. So it'll be quite a toll for them, but thanks to the folks at Buffalo Wild Wings, we're going to have a 2-day, Friday, Saturday, July 15th, 16th, King of the Wings, in conjunction Friday night with World of Outlaw late models. So, make a program stronger. The World of Outlaw late model shows, always exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Those dates happen to work for the IRA sprinters this year. So
Now, IRA, the same laws or same rules as like NOSA or the Outlaws, the World of Outlaws, same sprint cars, just a different sanctioning body?
primarily.
Okay.
Same 410 sprint and
That's right.
They have a group like NOSA, right?
Right.
IRA
Okay,
group, NOSA
sure.
group.
Okay,
Yeah.
so nobody's going to have to tweak their equipment a bunch. They're just going to come up here and we're going to get to see some new faces.
it's go time.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like off of what Darren was saying, and before I was involved, Darren's always, we got to try get a sprint car group up here besides, the World of Outlaws. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Darren, that he'd be talking to Steve, and Steve like, okay, wait, how do I approach this? So this year he said he approached his guys thinking, I can't even guess what the answer is going to be. It's 500 miles away, right?
Right.
And what was their?
There was only one regular that wanted to decline this
No,
opportunity.
They've all wanted. It's like that's a destination racetrack for
Yeah.
us. So let's do it.
Well, even
that's
these
awesome.
guys in Milwaukee, if they're sprint car drivers, they absolutely know about River City Speedway. I
Right.
mean, every dirt track person in the planet knows about River City Speedway.
So I think Steve was kind of like, I think when he called Darren back, is like, well, you ain't gonna believe this, but
Right.
we're coming.
That is awesome, though. I think it's going to be a different, especially for our fans. That should fill that grandstand that night. No problem without that.
Now, is there going to be a tire rule, NOSA or IRA? Jeff Liebrick wants to know. Do you guys know?
That
I didn't know they had a different.
That's gonna. I
tire
think
rule.
that's gonna be the sanctioned bodies, right? You're just giving a place to race.
We'll work on that. It'll all work out.
Yeah.
A few texts coming in here. Let's see. William Dick, and one of our Canadian followers.
Hey, buddy.
Miss Little Canada a lot. Buzzy Olson watching. Kaylee says, yes, bring him out. He can hop in one after the races one night and try it out. Talking about your kid there,
Oh,
Chad.
boy, oh. Okay.
Taco
Thanks,
Bravo
Kaylee.
Racing is watching. Mason says, Brad is a smart man. Hashtag Street Stock Tour. Let's see.
Mason, you're not gonna get a sticker on his car. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
Brandon Palm wants to know, is there any changes from last year to this year that you plan to have? And I'm not quite sure what he means by that, but
As changes as schedule, Brandon? Are you looking at rule changes, or you looking at the what's your list your question on there for us, but so we can ask the guys because we got him here.
Brandon's a wingless guy, isn't he?
He's a wingless
Yes.
sprint
Yep.
guy. Yeah, yeah. He's doing a swamp meet in Mayville coming up.
oh yeah,
We got to talk about that.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll look at that
I
while
saw
you
some
figure
notes
that out.
about that there.
Yeah.
Now, okay, let's check out. You know what? Let's take a break first.
Let's do that.
We're going to take a quick little break here. We're back with Darren Evavold and, of course, Brad Seng and Chad Hoff, the other half of the Bullring Boys here.
Dirty Bullring Boys?
On a well, sometimes on a
guys changed
on a
that
dirty
already?
Thursday.
No, not Brad. Darren gave us the name, so we got to keep that.
Yeah,
Dirty
that's right.
Bullring Boys.
You know, life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. When it comes time for an oil change, I and myself and Katie, we all go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Usually I'm in and out of there in about 15 or 20 minutes. They do all kinds of things, tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, batteries. When you get the oil change, though, they're going to top off your fluids. They're going to check your tires, your battery, lights, wipers, your cabin air filter. They give you a discount if you've got a fleet. If you're in the military, you get a discount. They can text and email invoices and coupons. And if you mention Grand Forks Best Source, they'll give you $10 off of your oil change. They're open 7 days a week, no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is available in Grand Forks, too. Come to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a complete oil change and more. 3325 South 38th Street, or call 701-780-8462. Make sure you tell them that Grand Forks Best Source sent you. And on the same note, both Paul, the producer, and I were at Forks Radiator this week. We both had some issues. But we got a letter, a testimonial, if you will. Guy wrote in and said, I highly recommend Forks Radiator from start to finish. I was treated professionally, and the staff was very informative. They went above and beyond getting my vehicle fixed and even picked me up to get my vehicle when it was completed. They contacted another repair shop in town to get a part for my fix, and that repair shop tried to just use a knockoff part because they didn't have the factory recommended piece. Well, Forks Radiator refused to accept that solution as it could have created other problems in the future. Now, this just goes to show you the integrity and the staff of Forks Radiator, and thank you for being honest and getting my repair done the right way. Forks Radiator is now my trusted go-to auto repair professionals. Bullring Boys in the studio, Darren Evavold and Brad Seng, of course, from River City Speedway. As we pull out the new 2022 schedule.
Really quick, though. Palm Racing Swap Meet, I found it March 26th, 9 to 5 in Mayville at 332 Central Avenue. So it's a swamp meet there. Palm Racing Swamp Meet, March 26th, 9 to 5, 332 Central Avenue in Mayville, North Dakota. Check that out.
All right.
I had to get that plug in because we told them we would.
Yeah, there you go, Brandon. All right, perfect. We're looking at the 2022 schedule now. Anything that stands out to you as soon as you look at it? For me, this is the first time I've seen it. I don't look at hardly Facebook or anything. I know it's been on there, but what really stands out to you, Brad, as you first look at this schedule?
I would probably have to say the two-day IRA show. Mm-hmm. Added with the World of Outlaw late models. That's world final stuff in Charlotte.
Right.
Where they have this, two entities like that on the same night. So, yeah, that's first thing that probably is the headliner this coming up year.
Mm-hmm.
The IRA coming to town. So there should be at least a dozen sprint cars that people haven't seen, and that particular weekend works for the IRA because in the world of sprint car racing, I believe it's the historical big one, right?
Yep.
That's going on in Eldora. So most 410 sprint cars tracks or whatever take that weekend off.
Right.
Well,
right.
How many don't go, right?
Yeah.
So my point is we're probably gonna get some possibly South Dakota cars or whatever
Yeah,
that
I was gonna
won't
say
go
that.
to that won't run out to Eldora. Let's run up to River City Speedway. So we're hoping at the end of the day, 35 to 40.
Wow.
So
Nice. That would be awesome. I'm trying to count as we're talking. It's not working. How many nights have you got this figured out? How many nights are there of racing? I haven't been able to count them all.
There's about 24 to 25 shows on the schedule.
Okay.
Typically, River City Speedway gets in 19 and a half, if there's such a thing.
19 and a half.
But when you take a look at this thing, I think it's a special schedule on July 15th and 16th. World of All 8 models, IRA sprint cars versus NOSA sprints. That would be night 2 and 3 of the Wayne Anderson Cup qualifying races as well. So that theme that we started last year, Wayne Anderson, note June 10th would be the first Wayne Anderson Cup race. The 2 IRA and NOSA races, July 15th and 16th. And then Friday night of the Sites Memorial is the Wayne Anderson Cup finale. So I think it fits in nice. It fits like a glove in our schedule, so that we're able to,
It's perfect.
have that as well as what we've been working on so very hard for quite a while. The opportunity to bring these guys in. So we're hopeful that everything goes off as planned, and this becomes a staple of our schedule, that the IRA want to make that travel arrangement. And
well, let's face it, it takes a lot of work to get some of these new sanctioning bodies to come up here and race. And when they do, you want to make sure it's a good night and a good show and a good crowd. Because, like I said, it takes a lot of work to get them up here. You want to kind of keep this thing going because it's just something a little bit different.
Right. And I think we've tried to do a good job of, with all our classes that happen to race with us, adding programs within our schedule that work for River City Speedway and hopefully for the IRA in this case and the NOSA sprinters, where they have an opportunity to run for more money, some more purse money.
Yeah.
And we started that last year with the Wayne Anderson Cup races, and so there's a number of shows here on our schedule now that allows for that, and back to what we were built on, and that's the high banks of the Bullring and putting on great race action. To allude to what Brad was talking about with the Street Stock Tour, the Steffa Street Stock Tour, the Rebel Midwest Mod Tour, which will happen on back-to-back Fridays, June 17th, and then during the fair.
And that brings a huge car count in too.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
40 in
huge.
each.
Yeah,
Right?
that's gonna be huge.
I think last year when it rained out and it showed rain all day, there was 52 checked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? Hey, guys want to come to the Bullring.
It gets your, because I check my race pass throughout the day at the shop, and it gets me all excited because you see, holy crap, we got a car count, boys. It's nice to see those things, and then we had to postpone it because of the rain, and we tried to figure out their schedule. All those guys went to Greenbush, and their car count there was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So it just shows that people will travel to run this place at least once in their lifetime, and it is a destination place. It's a bucket list, if you will.
Sure, yeah.
As people look at the race schedule and stuff, it's on Facebook, guys. So check it out. I've seen it there. John doesn't. He's still old. 80s are rough. But when you look at the schedule's amazing. But talk about the other features that River City is going to do this year to make things different for the race fan in general. Last year we did a lot of things behind the scenes that they didn't know about. Darren and I were up in the booth. We changed. We had a different thing for this PA system. We changed microphones. We've changed to where we could reach longer
Always
with the wireless.
upgrading.
Yeah, always upgrading.
Yep.
To where we can reach longer with the wireless mic. If you guys missed the bus races and saw Brad and I in the van, you guys missed out a hell of a show. That was so much fun. And usually in a passenger seat, I'm scared, out of my pants. But with Brad driving, it was so much like, we better do this. We better do this. And I'm like, you do whatever. I'm just going to talk about it. And if you guys know Brad outside of, in front of a microphone, his mouth's a little foul. So
we heard it.
Yeah. Oh, you heard it. Okay. Well, we apologize in advance this year because I really want to do that again. Yeah. Dirty Thursday.
Yeah.
But those are the things that we want to bring each week for you race fans to enjoy it and have fun. It's not meaning to be a circus mentality, but we want to put on a show to make sure you enjoy it, and we want to make sure you get you out there at a different time. So we revert back what have we done at River Cities for this year to look at, concessions and stuff like that? What's different?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And I think it started last year with, we got a new amp.
Yes.
We got a new antenna.
Yeah, that.
When I told John that you could be over at the North Dakota Mill interviewing a racer, he's like, well, could he be over in East Grand Forks to do that? I think that would have been a stretch, but we just appreciate you guys' camaraderie and the back and forth. I mean, I think race fans really enjoy that. And, the Bullring Boys will just get bigger and better and more popular.
Boys.
I mean, you guys had a Bullring Boys T-shirt for people.
Yeah, now they want a dirty Bullring Boys shirt.
Now they want a dirty Bullring Boys shirt. And the Bullring Boys shirt is meant for, like we do at the River City Speedway, we give back to racers that have been in accidents and stuff. And we witnessed some of the worst ones, one this last year with,
Those wingless sprint
Wingless
guys.
Sprint 126. I see it right here in my face. But so we're giving back to those, and those are the things we like to do with that. Thank you for the name because it's really taken off.
Yeah, it has.
So that goes to you. But concession wise, you got to get the best things ever. Food is just amazing.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I love their food.
One of the things that we talked about, and I mean, I'll speak for myself. I mean, how many times, and we're talking these for the big events, World of Outlaws, right? You go downstairs, you think you're going to go grab a beer or a pop or whatever, and you turn the corner, you're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you and you walk. So this year, we're going to, outside of the main grandstand where the T-shirt, whatever, we're to knock that fence down for them, the Outlaw Nights.
Oh,
And
sure.
we're going to expand that way out into the parking lot. So
Yes.
there'll be no congestion in the middle. We're gonna spread everybody out.
Yeah.
We're gonna open it up and let the people, if they want a beverage or some food, that they're gonna get it. They're
gonna
not gonna
get it.
miss anything.
2 seasons ago, about halfway through, I think it was, when you brought in the big trailer in the infield there. It's like a big scoreboard. Finally got that thing to, using it the way it's supposed to be used. That is a very, very big, I think, well, it helps me up in the booth for
You don't
one
know
thing.
how much Darren wore a step monitor. He goes down to that thing, has to fix it in the middle of the races. That takes a lot of work for things like that to happen. And Heather just said it here. You don't know how much work goes behind the scenes to make sure these things are enjoyable for everybody. And Joel Larson was the guy. That's right. Thanks, Heather. So yeah, the big scoreboard, now having a scoreboard in the back that counts down and doesn't count up. I mean, that was an investment. You guys talked about this last year. That it's not chump change.
No.
Just to change that scoreboard.
And I hated the counting up. I want it to count down.
Well, now
That's
it counts
the way
down,
should
John.
be.
Yeah, now it counts down.
And all of these things. Tweaking the beer gardens a little bit, like you mentioned. Love it.
That's amazing.
The
Food. Let's just the fat guy got to talk a little bit. The food, brisket. The whole.
I tried
the nachos.
the last 2 seasons. I go to different concession stands and I try something different. Every Friday.
Yep.
Just to see what I like the most, and I don't think I got through everything, but there's nothing I didn't like.
Right.
But I'm a pretty good eater too.
Yeah. And the crew we have is a good crew, good group of people that we work with every Friday night, and it's more family. So every time I walk in, I always say hi, family, to everybody, and give them a high five. Or my big thing is a fist bump. If you guys see me fist bumping, that's my big thing is giving fist bumps to all the family, because it takes a group of family to make sure this thing runs. And I think we got an awesome group of people.
A couple of more texts I want to go through here quickly, because we are getting a ton of them today. Heather McDonald, good morning. Happy St. Patty's Day. Kevin Pappenfuss, my birthday's on the night of the Hall of Fame. Can you give Scott a coupon for me for free beer and hot dogs for the night? Kevin, that's not what you need tonight.
Kevin, you need a step monitor is what you need. I'm joking. I love you. Okay, that's enough.
Travis Strandell wants to know, are you guys going to try to plan a test and tune this year?
Yeah, we will. We'll have one. It's just we got to kind of look at some of these other racetracks that are around that are opening up, that we don't want to step on their toes.
Yeah, and that's the thing here
great, too.
about
Good
all
point.
the local racetracks. You guys do work hard together not to step on everybody's toes. You don't want to step on each other's toes, but there's a lot of talk back and forth when you try to plan a new event, isn't there?
Well, absolutely, and that's just good neighbor stuff, right? And with the gas prices the way they are this year, we better all get along.
Yeah.
You know, so, like I said, yeah, we reach out. So the test and tune might be on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
right?
sure. Well,
So
whatever
guys
works.
Can go race on the weekend.
Yeah.
So,
And knowing us, it'll be on Facebook.
yeah.
You'll
When it
be
gets
able to
closer,
post it.
we'll probably schedule 2 in case one rains out. Right?
Sure, because
Yeah,
that happens
yeah.
a lot of test and tune still early in the year. Speaking of gas, I saw a meme today about somebody applying for gas stamps. That kind of made sense. Let's see here.
I like the idea though, and Brad's perfect on saying that. Is like they'll plan to. You guys will know it in advance, plenty of time in advance, and you'll know it all over Facebook. So please, check out Facebook, and I share everything that comes up on there anyway. And know that Heather's hilarious. She loves that we're counting down now because after a couple bucks of beer, she can actually figure out where we're at.
Yep. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you for feeling my pain. We got John Biergard says tons of positive feedback for the trailer. I've shared it on some of the race pages I'm a part of, and people absolutely love it. Hats off to you guys. Stephen Ader Olson. Hey, Stephen. Joel Larson, by the way, was the guy, the wingless
we said
sprint
that,
car.
John.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Number 126. Did you say that?
Yeah,
No, I
yeah,
lost
we
it
did.
again.
Thanks, John.
I'm not very. Just,
No. I know it's 2 years, long time. I get it. That's cool in itself. Hey, wasn't our first show with these guys?
you know what? I think it.
Our very first show.
I think
Our very
I
first
think
show.
Our first show was him and I think maybe
Brad
Dobmeyer.
and Dobmeyer.
Yeah.
And then we were done. Like, are we done? Brad's like, we could have went longer. So now
We-
Brad being on our 2-year show, hoofda.
Yeah, hey, how
That's
about that?
pretty
I didn't
cool.
think of that.
2-hour show?
Yeah, this is our it's our second year anniversary
Second
show,
year
our 2-year
anniversary
anniversary
show,
show.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brad likes talking racing. That's good.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
it's
and
true.
he likes drinking Busch Lights too. We found that out at the very first show.
Yeah,
in
we
fact, we found out we all pretty much.
We didn't plan near enough the first time. But just like everybody else, we learned from our mistakes.
Somebody says, is Brad a distributor for the trailer scoring system? Are there other tracks that can find that?
can
This
get
is
that.
coming from Jason Berg in Buffalo River. I'm guessing they're thinking what you're doing is really a good thing. Can anybody else get in on this?
On the trailer?
Yeah.
No,
I
how-
mean, can you
how
go?
do you-
Can you pick one up, or do you know how to do this? Or
Well, yeah.
The trailer's from SNS.
Yeah, Icon just built it.
oh, okay,
for
so
us.
this is a
Yeah.
custom deal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I think
No,
he's kind of wondering if this is a marketing thing, or if this is something the guy can go get.
No, well, at Icon, good friends of ours at Icon that's helped us out a lot is we had them come out to, not to SNS, out to the racetrack. And Darren and I think you were there, weren't you? And we kept talking about, we wanted to put up some boards. And
He was there.
he kept looking at some boards, and he kept looking at the front straightaway, and he goes, "Do you have any trailers?" And it's like, "Yeah, we have some trailers that aren't roadworthy. Bring it out there." It's like, "What?" So we brought it out there, and they're old boards from Georgia Tech, isn't it, or something?
Something like that. Vanderbilt or Georgia Tech.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Scoreboard.
So they do a lot of boards
Yep.
around colleges.
Wow,
and
that's cool.
NASCAR, whatever. So they get the old boards back, right?
Yeah.
And he just took some old boards
Video
and
board.
made that trailer.
Oh, and the trailer's pretty phenomenal.
Oh, it's amazing.
It is a staple when you walk in, you see that. And people want to move it sometimes because if we sit too low, well, just a fair warning, if you sit low, you're going to get hit with a rock or something. So might as well just sit up top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a text from Robin next door. Remember when she was walking by with the signs last year on our first show?
Free John Roberts.
Yeah. Yeah.
She says, I still have the signs you made, John, from your first show with Brad and Mark. How about that? Oh, my mother's calling me. Jesus. See, she has no idea what I do here.
Right.
She has no idea that
Hi, Mom.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of trying to work. Hi, Mom. I'll have to call you back later. A couple of more questions. Is rumors true you're giving $100 to people who tow over 50 miles to come race? You don't hear that much anymore. Tow money, I don't know.
Nothing's been brought up as of yet.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard of anything like
That
that.
is a rumor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say, especially right now. I mean, what would $100 in gas get you anyway? Across town?
In 50 miles, I get it, but 50 miles I don't think is near enough to warrant that. But we'll talk. Well, that's another topic we can talk about later.
You know, we mentioned some of the upgrades at River City Speedway. You know, you guys did a lot of stuff in the grandstands last year, the new trailer, of course. But I know you picked up some new seating. Is that going to be ready for this year? The stuff from the old memorial?
Yeah, wasn't Tommy going to try do something? Some of those.
We got to get him back from Arizona.
Yeah, that's
for him to work. I
I'm
guess.
guessing he's loving life right now.
That project's in the near future. We're going to start replacing the seats with the metal instead
with the nice, aluminum or metal or whatever they are.
You know, so another thing that will help us is on rain day, right?
Sure.
Maybe it can rain a little longer because the wood isn't wet, right?
Yeah,
so,
it gets slippery as all get out once that stuff gets a little damp.
Yeah.
but now we can wipe it off and you can sit down, right?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I like that idea. And it's iconic to Grand Forks. You know what I mean?
Darn right it is.
So that's pretty cool too.
What do you do with the old wood? I'm looking to build a big shed.
Jesus. Yeah.
I'm kidding, man.
He's got to take it down for him to get it. That's just.
Okay. Brad, do you have a really long trailer?
Yeah. Right? 53 foot.
If you heard, I know you're more in touch with the racing part of it because, of course, you race late models, but any new faces to be watching for this year that either one of you guys have heard of, no matter what class, but you know, every year you get new faces.
Yep.
You get people that maybe jump from go-karts to a bigger class or decide to get out of the IMCA and maybe come and do the WSOTA stuff or whatever. But have you heard of anybody new coming in? I mean, you know, I love to see more late models. I love to see more sprint cars.
We had an awesome rookie last year.
Yeah, no kidding.
Awesome rookie last year come through.
And any new names that you've heard of for this year?
You know what? I bit the bullet. My son's going to start this year. So
Oh.
he was in that drifting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to spend money, go do that.
I think tires are hard to find now.
Yeah, we're going to turn him loose and see what he can do. I mean, I don't expect him to light any.
Yeah, late model?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I didn't need another trailer full of
Different
these other parts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I'm trying to think. I've been hearing like 3 and 4 new guys. Tom
Good.
Corcoran just sold his car to some guy over in Bagley, Higginbotham or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So is Tommy done? You never know from Tommy.
I can't confirm or deny that.
Okay.
Yeah. Knowing Tommy,
I
he
doubt
sold
it.
the car, but he's going to get the itch and then build a new one.
He
There
didn't
went-
sell the motor.
There we go.
'Cause he told me flat out, I said, you know, every year for the last how many years, Tom, it's like, well, this might be my last year. This might be, but he's been doing well. He's been running up at the top.
Yeah.
And finally, the last answer I got from him last year was, it depends on. He goes, if I can sell the complete package, I'm probably going to be done. If not, we'll see. Thank you very much, Brad.
You guys won a feature race in 5 decades, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
5
I
decades.
don't know that anyone in the United States has done that.
Right.
That's
I mean, maybe
That's
like Red Farmer or something. I mean,
I haven't heard anything of that. Even in the IMCA world, I don't think you've had that happen. Marlon Seiler to be the one I'd think about on the IMCA modified to see if he and Mason be able to check that out for us. But no, I don't know. I mean, that's a tough call there.
hey, do you remember years ago during the rain delay when Steven Ader was walking across the track and he fell?
And he felt, I do.
And the crowd applauded.
Yeah.
He just reminded us. I didn't applaud.
The first school bus race night when I had my loafers on and Donnie Mack threw a load of water on, and then on the top of the racetrack, and my loafers sent me
Really?
ass over tea kettle.
Was that at the racetrack or at the fair in the afternoon?
No, it was during the school bus race program.
During the August race
It
program.
was like after the heat race where Brad was driving the Crookston bus and it slipped out of gear, and Keith Eggle, who does all our bus race stuff, told Brad to stay in the bus, and Brad got out and walked to his pit. It was shortly after that, and then Eggle fixed the bus, and then he drove it back to your pit or something. And then Donnie loves water, right?
Oh, yeah.
So he dropped a load of water on the top, and like a dumb Norwegian, I decided to try and make my way down into the infield, and away I went.
that when it's like when it's sealed and you put water on it,
it's
it's
grease.
worse than ice.
Yeah, people
I
have
feel
no
like it
idea
is.
how slippery that is when those cars first get out there.
Yeah.
I remember I thought it was the first bus racing, but I thought it was during the fair because I was down on the stage.
Well, that was the monster truck show, and when Donnie, Wes, and Keith all came together and took the fence down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You were a little miffed, weren't you?
It missed me, but miffed. I dang near crap my pants. I mean, here I'm down right on the fence, on the stage, and here they come 3 wide around turn 4. Donnie comes up and smucks the wall, and all of a sudden, one of those big steel posts that holds up the fence, he sheared that thing off, and it came flying across the stage. I took off running.
You ran?
Oh, did I ever run? And it didn't miss me by much, but I'm not kidding you. I just looked at the crowd and I did one of these and I kind of emptied my shorts a little bit. And
You emptied the turd out of your pants?
Right.
Multiple turds out of my pants.
Multiple turds.
But that was fun. Stephen Ader, I was helping push a bike up and I slipped.
Excuses.
The thing about River City Speedway and the majority of racetracks around the country, it's family fun. You can see the kids, you can see the excitement on their faces when they're walking up, to purchase a ticket and come into the racetrack. You can see the excitement as they're down in the concession stands or outside the beer garden waiting for mom and dad to come out. But
And that's the future of what we're doing.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you mentioned circus before, but this has been instilled in my brain because you had told me once we kind of do look at it as a circus atmosphere. The reason being is you want all the fun you can for the whole family. You want it done in a very timely fashion, and you just want everybody to have a great night and make great entertainment. And that is what River City Speedway, I mean, they thrive to do that every Friday night.
Yeah, we our goal is for the person when that last checkered flag falls to like, it's over?
Right.
What do you mean it's over?
Yeah.
Versus, are you kidding me? Another class coming out?
right.
So just to keep it exciting and keep it quick and have people asking for more or want to come back the following week or 2 weeks from now.
Right.
Yeah. And that's happened last year to where we had feature races getting last lap passes on corner number 4 on exit. And then at the sprint feature, they're like, I could have watched 3 more races like that.
Yeah.
Like they wanted that much more. And that's what we want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Tommy Corcoran just texted 6. So is he one in 6 decades?
6 decades?
I'm imagining.
I stand corrected,
that must be what that
Tommy.
is.
I'm sorry.
Tommy, you better make it a good fight for 7, if that was what you're talking about. Wouldn't that be something? Winning in 7 decades?
That'd be
What, do you
crazy.
start when you were 4?
But back to the family fun, right?
Yes.
When Brad came on board, you always talk about tickets and business and whatever. But a few years back, we implemented the 15 and under for our Premier Racing Series, right?
Yeah.
Free. And then we created the student ticket, right? So those kind of things, we do those kind of things to try and grow race fans.
Right.
And but you got to be timely, right?
Yep.
And anybody that's going to any venue now, right? Professional venues, college venues, look at all the things that they're trying to do. And you guys are part of that as the Bullring Boys. So it's fun to come up with different things and see if it works and puts a smile on a face. And
Yeah.
the bus races and
Yep.
You know what I was just thinking that you're talking about kids and everything. The idea we might remember when they had that kid takeover at the Ralph.
don't the kids take over everything?
Yeah, they're the coaches. They're they're part of a referee.
Why
They're part
couldn't
of
we
an
do that at
announcer.
Rivers? So
I think we should 100% do
be
that.
have
be
a
pretty
kid
cool.
takeover out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a kid sit next to you, call a race.
Heck yeah.
Have
What the heck?
Someone
Have a
throw
kid
the flag.
interview, that would
Push truck. Yeah.
I think that
All right.
there's.
do it.
Well, there it is, guys. You just heard it right there. Like these two guys are on board. I am totally on board.
Yeah, okay. Well, now you're giving people ideas because Jeff Liebrick just says, hey, have clown night. John and Chad dress up in clown garb.
I hate clowns. Hate them with the
You're
passion.
afraid of them, aren't you?
I am. I know there are people behind the makeup and stuff, but I don't watch. Jeff,
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy.
Creepy. Yeah. Creepy.
just don't.
Jeff?
Just no.
You
no,
know,
I don't like it.
We talk about
I'd rather show up in those dinosaur, just a big old blown up dinosaur and run around. But
little arms.
yeah,
We talk about getting racing done in a timely fashion. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize, track prep. There are times you have to do it during the night. In fact, there's a lot of times. Now, we've also heard of racetracks that have big shows that don't. And people think, oh my gosh, now we got to wait for 10 minutes while they prep the track again, blah, blah, blah. Tell you what, if you don't prep that track, you might end up for a way, way longer night.
And you just said 10 minutes. 10 minutes gives you a chance to go to the bathroom, go get some drinks, and then come back up and enjoy some good racing if we do that track.
And that's it. You have to keep that track racy because up here with the weather, I mean, everything from wind to heat to humidity, it can all make a difference on what that track does because you guys are always trying to chase down what the track is going to do later as far as a racer's standpoint. But how important is it to be able to go and stay on top of this? Because you got a pretty good crew here at River Cities that does a great job of it. But that's very important because, and I don't know if you know which tracks I'm talking about, but there are tracks that once they get going, it's like, forget it, let them go, and it turns into a crap show.
Yeah, no, we have a really good track guys, and we've tried to give them all the tools that they need. And do we got to go out and touch the racetrack up once in a while? Absolutely, we do. We don't want a dust bowl. We want multiple lane racing. I don't think that the sprint cars need to be going 9-second laps or 10-second laps at the end of the night. I mean. As long as if your car's good and you start in the back and it's racy, you'll go forward. So point being is we went and got, more tractors and lilies so we could have two out there, picking the track. If the top is too fast, we'll speed the bottom up. The bottom is too fast, we'll speed the top up, And then for the most part, before, every sprint feature, because, they're by far the most exciting class out there, is, pretty much farm it before every feature to give them, potential out of 30 or 25 laps that they put on 20 really good ones,
Yep.
Right.
One thing I really like about how racing has evolved, especially around River City Speedway, 10 years ago, every class, didn't matter which class, there'd be maybe a handful of 5. Okay, it's going to be one of these guys that win this race. Not that way anymore. I mean, everybody is way more on an even level now. Late models, same with the sprint cars, B mods, street stocks, it doesn't matter, but you just never know. I mean, it could be a group of 15 that are up there, and you mentioned Steffa Street Stock Tour. Those guys are phenomenal.
Right.
But it's always fun. It's, and I hate to say this, but it's almost like NASCAR, where as long as you're there at the end to fight for the win, when they start talking dirt track compared to asphalt racing, but that's what it's getting to be like. And that just makes it even better yet.
Yeah, no, like I said, speaking of, is it fun to win? Absolutely, it's fun to win.
Yeah.
But if I won all the time or anybody won every single, I don't know if it would be, if the fun would wear out.
No,
right.
I mean, you're right.
I mean, it would. Well, let me go win again. At some point, it's not. What are you gonna? Well, I'm gonna go win.
Right.
Austin Pierce.
Yeah. I think it's awesome for us to have just the competition we have in this area. I mean, we're pretty fortunate to have the guys we have, especially in every class.
Yeah.
And then it is neat, like Brad said, when people come up and challenge what we have our regular race nights. It's neat to see those, and they're like, their eyes open up, like, holy cow, like this is phenomenal.
Jeff Liebrick says River City Speedway does track prep faster than any other place during a race night. John Biergard 100% agrees. Gotta like to hear that stuff. Nobody likes delays. I mean, Mother Nature does stick her nose in the night once in a while, but when it comes time for man-made delays, nobody likes that. So it's good to hear that kind of stuff.
Right.
Those guys work awfully hard at building race
I'm just going to say that.
And
it doesn't just happen on race night. Imagine last year, I think we went through twice as many gallons as we did in previous years.
Right.
And Doogie, reads the racetrack and gets some opinions once in a while, and he goes to work with Marty and Rugi and Tony and all the guys to build what's expected of them, and that allows the racers, talk about parity in all the classes and
Right.
great competition. I look forward to coming out and seeing the Premier Racing Series, and yet when you look at the schedule, all of the other things that are going to happen this year, it's exciting to think of what 2022 could look like. So maybe just to highlight a change in the schedule, that World of Outlaw, the second World of Outlaw sprint car race, got slid down a week this year.
Oh, okay.
August 26th.
So it's June 3rd, August 26th. Of course, NLRA late models running their tour program along with the World of Outlaw sprint cars and the NOSA sprinters. Kind of a signature race for us when the World of Outlaw sprint cars come, and everybody that comes together to help make that thing happen. The IRA sprint cars on July 15th and 16th with the World of Outlaw late models. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
You and I were talking about that, Brad, and we said, well, why can't we do that? Let's see what happens.
We can only go broke.
Everything's a gamble,
Well, it's
right?
not that funny.
Yeah. Everything's a gamble.
Well, what else is there?
Yeah.
What is Big Motor Mania?
We put that on the schedule. So if you look at that night, it's 410 sprint cars,
Yeah.
Okay.
late models, and then
A-mods.
and A mods.
Okay.
So there's no street stock or
Big Motor.
well, there's no two barrels.
Mm-hmm.
No two barrels on the
Right.
on the schedule that night. So.
Okay.
We did that last year.
Yeah, I remember
It was
it
an
last
awesome
year.
turnout last year. That
Yeah.
RV tour took off quite a bit.
Yeah.
That was good. No, I think the 2022 schedule looks awesome, guys. Thank you guys for putting it on. It's pretty exciting stuff, but the people don't understand there's a lot of work that goes into these things. It doesn't just happen overnight. A lot of meetings, a lot to make sure we have sponsorships, because things like this are built and not just made. I mean, you gotta just make sure you build the right schedule for the right viewers.
Yeah, and man, I think you guys pretty much nailed
Darren
it
and
this
Brad
year.
and Linus.
This is,
oh,
what are we? Month and a half, maybe away.
May
Not even?
6th.
Yeah, not
May
even.
6th is the time.
7 weeks.
Oh wow.
7 weeks to go. A lot of snow to melt.
Yeah.
Have you guys been onto the racetrack? How does that look?
We got people at the racetrack moving the snow off the front straightaway.
All right.
I knew it. I knew it. This is good.
Well,
Anything else?
I don't know. You
got-
guys got anything?
Keep talking.
Keep talking. I got one thing. We've been doing this for 2 years. I've had a blast. This is awesome. But if you guys you guys enjoy the shows that we put on, the fans out there, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate that more than you know. Go to our website, Grand Forks Best Source, GFBS, Grand Forks Best Source, and click on the donate tab and keep helping Grand Forks Best Source stay alive. And we're 2 years strong. We got a lot more to do. A lot more fun things to bring you guys. So check that out. Check out that website and donate. Let's keep this thing rolling. Maybe I can get paid. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Me
totally
too.
joking. I have a blast. This is the best lunch hour ever. So
By far, Thursday's hands down my favorite day of the week as far
Yes.
as work goes. Of course, Friday is still my favorite day of the week.
Yeah, of course.
because we get to go to the racetrack. But I made the trip to Daytona for the 500 in February, and I have been all I've been thinking about since then is racing.
yes.
Dirt track racing.
Yep.
It was cool because down at Daytona Speed Week, the couple of people that used to race here or still do race here were in the ARCA race.
Yes.
Amber Balkan was down there.
And Bryce Hageberg.
Bryce Hageberg was down there. Bryce and Amber both ran the other day out in Phoenix, I believe,
Phoenix,
too.
yep.
Now we just need to see a little better finish from them. But
They'll get there.
That's cool that these people that are here or used to be here and have a big part of River City Speedway, now you can watch them on national television running at Daytona and Phoenix and all these
Yes.
other places.
Yeah.
So.
And then you see other things with this racetrack that are not behind the scenes, but are broadcasted everywhere as well. I mean, we're still doing River Cities TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're still doing that. That's going. You guys can check that out. This track has been presented on YouTube more than almost any other dirt track out there in the
Isn't
nation.
that something?
Just because of that Kyle Larson race. That just shows what we have here. the history that's here. Larry McFall, I got him to announce here last year. He walked in and just stood and looked. And I had Darren meet him, just stood and looked. Because this is the one bucket list race that he hasn't never got to call a race here. He's done it for over 30 years. But to do that, what he did, and just sat there and he yelled at me the first 2 years I was here because I was always working, never went to a race. He goes, how do you not come to River City Speedway and go watch that? You're so spoiled because you get late models and sprint cars weekly.
And some pretty good damn B-mod and street races.
Street races are freaking crazy.
Yep.
I mean, so now we're so fortunate to what we have and the crew we have, the ownership guys we have, to know that this place is flourishing, and we got a lot more to do.
I like it when they talk about River City Speedway on Winged Nation.
Yeah.
Have you seen Steve Post's hair lately?
Why you got to talk about hair? I'm wearing a hat today.
Getting there. That dude's got he's got some hair going on there.
Yeah, look at both these guys. They'll spike their hairs. Here I got nothing. I wore a hat today.
I always wear a hat.
No, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on today and announcing the schedule with us today. I'm excited for the 2022 schedule. I love the idea that you guys just brought up today about the kids getting the new generation involved.
I think that'd be a blast.
That'd be so much fun. Just to be up and interact with people and somebody in the flag stand. Those guys would love that. Just a kid riding a tractor, that would go a long way for the track prep side of things. So look out for that. They both agreed to it tonight, so watch out for that, race fans.
As long as they're not so good, they take our jobs.
That'd be a
No
thing.
worries.
No worries. So no, I'm excited for that, and May 6th, 7 weeks. It's gonna be a long wait.
Oh, man. I can't wait. The new schedule is out. Of course, you can go to their Facebook page. You can probably look them up, rivercitiesspeedway.com, and find that out. But this is an incredible-looking schedule. It's going to be tough to beat. Any of the other guys, boy, this is going to be fun. I can't wait.
All these texts, to talk about River City Speedway, Joshua Johnson still gets goosebumps when he pulls into the pits at River City Speedway. Jason Berg really needs to get that monkey off his back and actually finish top 5 here. He's having a tough time, but I don't want you to see you on your side this year. That's the one thing. All the Lightning Sprint drivers are really excited to come up to River Cities. It's interesting to race here, and they're fast people. They look like small cars, but they're a fast machine. Just awesome to hear everybody talk about River City Speedway on Facebook.
Yeah,
that's gonna be pretty cool, right, Darren?
Oh, I think so. Let's not forget that we got a Lightning Sprint special. There was a NASCAR guy racing it last year.
Yeah,
Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed, yeah. And I did hear he will be back this year.
Yep.
They are off that week.
They're off that week, yeah.
So it sounds like that whole West Coast group is going to be back.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Oh, God, those guys were a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah, there's a couple of Bullring Boys shirts out in California now. I know one for sure because they took it off my back, literally, in the pits, and said, I got to bring this back home. So that's going to be great. I love the Lightning Sprints.
So
so they're sprinkled in here, some A-Mod special, big motor, Mania, right?
Yep.
There might be an exciting announcement come Sites Memorial with the A-Mods, right? We are adding them to the Thursday program. Right, Brad?
Yeah.
Of the Sites Memorial.
So, yeah, the cat's kind of out of the bag, but we got some Canadian folks that wanted to move Al Delane Memorial A-Mod race. They weren't racing A-Mods up in Winnipeg that weekend, so they asked if they could bring it to the Sites Memorial, and we said absolutely.
Heck
so the
yeah.
A-Mods are going to be on the schedule Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love the A-Mods.
And the Blazin' Challenge season
fun.
finale.
Mm-hmm.
Todd and the B-Dub staff are committed to helping us with great sprint car racing. Right?
Yeah, huge
We can't
supporters.
do it without people like that.
Oh, yeah.
What else? Hey, Dwayne Sand and Fireworks show during the fair
Oh,
Saturday night.
yeah.
That's been an addition. They're doing the ATV Big Air Tour again, and then they'll do fireworks after. So working hard with the fair board, working with the racing community, and I think this is the best schedule we've ever put on.
And the weather has been amazing so far this week, kind of gets you itching even more. But one thing Darren has always told me is when I started announcing or helping out here is that you really don't know it's summer until you hear motors. And then you know it's time. And then you get goosebumps. So I can't wait to hear motors, man. It's going to be exciting.
Can't either. Speaking of motors, Heather says, can someone go get Nolan's motor in Winnipeg? That sounds like a bad situation
that's a bad
there.
problem.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. You guys got time to stick around for one?
Yeah, you know what? And before we wrap it up, on behalf of myself and Bill and Linus and Darren, for all the drivers that have came through that back gate and supported us, thank you. We look forward to you coming back again this year. To all the fans that come through the front gate, thank you.
Amen. Yeah.
And we hope you come back. And we'd love to have you every night, but heck, if you can only make 2 or 3, we enjoy it.
Yeah, all the staff at River City Speedway, whether it be a flagman, a track worker, track announcers, concession workers, beer gardens, they all do the best they can to make this the best night you're going to have every week of the year.
Yep.
And we got to thank them too.
Yeah.
Everyone that
what a
makes
great
that
crew.
circus.
What a great crew.
Yep.
You really realize that at the end of the year when they have their little gathering there in the beer garden at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And you really realize how good the people are that you work with. It's really cool when you get to know everybody on a first name basis. And it's just like, it seems like I just talked to you yesterday, even though it's been a week. But that's what it's like when it's fun to go to work somewhere.
Chad alluded to it earlier when he comes in and he talked to family.
Yes.
I mean, the neat thing about racing, been involved with River City Speedway for 23 years or something like that. But the racing community in times of need, or just to go and enjoy one another's company and, the competition that the racers, are able to enjoy. There's no sport like it, quite frankly.
No.
I mean, they'll come together in need. So it really is a Friday night family, so to speak. And for that, we're thankful.
Yeah, I'm thankful I'm a part of it. Thank you guys.
And we look forward to a great upcoming season for
There you
sure.
go.
I just have a random question because I was thinking about it because you guys have your Bullring Boys T-shirts. And
Is it tricky? Is it a tricky question?
no, I'm
it
just
A, B, C,
curious.
and D?
Is this multiple choice?
Did it start out as like a rodeo, like the whole track itself? I mean, does it go that far back? I was just genuinely
The
curious.
racetrack in Grand Forks at one point in time was a horse track,
Okay.
and it was a half mile, as I understand it. There's some things on the River City Speedway website under history.
Okay.
I think there's a picture of Rod Bolstead when he grew his hair out, and it was an afro.
Oh,
He's
no,
on
I
his
couldn't imagine
22
bowling with
cars
an
there.
afro.
That's an interesting photo under the history tab. But FDR dedicated that grandstand back in like 37. And so there's
ain't going
a
anywhere.
lot of county fair racetracks, a lot of racetracks that were horse tracks before they were racetracks.
Yeah, you see that a lot. Yeah. Good question.
It's a great question.
Of course.
Of course, it was a good
Thanks for
question.
asking.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Let's have a couple of cold ones, huh?
Thank you,
again,
guys.
there you go.
You guys.
Thank you guys
Appreciate
for
all your
everything
help.
that you guys do for River City Speedway.
Hey, thank you guys for coming in. It's always nice to be able to call these guys and they drop what they're doing and they come in. rivercitiespeedway.com. You can check out their Facebook page, but they have got an incredible schedule coming up this year, so make sure you get out there.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
How about that?
That's awesome. Thanks, buddy, for having me aboard.
Yeah, 2 years. Big shout out to Rumor Sports Bar and Casino, BT, Scotty, Jake, the whole crew over there. Of course, always helping you get to see this Dirty Thursday show. Tell you what, love that place. Main reason, wall-to-wall TVs. Second main reason, because I really like cold beer. The NHL package is there. If you want to watch UND Fighting Hawks play hockey this weekend in the NCHC Frozen Four, or whatever they're calling it now, you'll be able to do that. And don't forget about the world-famous beer towers. Great lunch and dinner specials, too. They got something going on every day. Check them out. They're right across the hall from us. Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. Well, we're going to be celebrating our second anniversary somewhere today. We're trying to figure it out, but reach out to either Paul, the producer, myself, or Katie. We're going to let you know what we're doing. We will catch you in the morning. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone and become a patron on Podbean. Chance for you to qualify for all sorts of cool stuff. Grand Cities, River City Speedways, awesome place. Grand Forks' best source. We're giving Grand Forks an identity again.